sell side efficient, balanced, and then move towards buy side as well. Short was valid from here. It's not valid from here now. Short was valid up here at this order block. So let's see. Yeah, we generated more equal highs. Jacob, did you spray Collage? How did you know? Yeah, need to smell good. I always need to smell good. I'm using Spice Bomb Victor Rolf. This is really good. Equal high and buy side liquid. These are internal, so yeah, I tried Creed perfume. I tried Tom Ford. Like these two, what I like, Tom Ford and Spice Bomb. Yeah. Especially when you are trading, you want to smell good, like you want to be confident in your setup. We have a setup incoming at 920, and look at that, it's forming so beautifully. I hope it doesn't betray us like yesterday. Yesterday we had a similar setup. What happened is like we wanted to buy, and then price gave like every single how do you say it, confirmation on lower time frame. There was a breaker, then price closed the candle body above the breaker. There was a fair value gap inside the breaker. Price didn't close any candle body inside that breaker. It was going higher. Every possible confirmation. Then exactly at 9:30 it dropped lower. So yesterday we were the retail stops. Today we'll see what happens. I've noticed how powerful regular trading hour gaps and order blocks are over the several months. Do you look at these Hydra? I do not look at this any PDA alone. I look at liquidity. If price is forming equal high, equal low inside that regular trading hour gap, then that's when I'm gonna use that regular trading hour gap as my target, because there's liquidity inside it. Okay, it's like a void right now, but yes, it's powerful, I know that, but I trade a little bit differently. Like even with order block, if that order block has equal high above it, that order block will fail. It has a chance of failing. So everything goes back to understanding liquidity. When price will respect order block, if it has liquidity below it in a form of equal low, unfilled fair value gap, trendline liquidity. So in every single PDA you are targeting liquidity, and liquidity is what making those PDA high probability. Okay, it's not a PDA that does the magic part. It can be any PDA, M4BS. Okay, order block, breaker, everything works just fine. So you can choose any of it. Like at the beginning I was like, okay, breaker is the holy grail. It's not. And then I found like turtle soup. Then I understood a little bit about market. Okay, it's not about a model. It's never about a model or PDA. It's always about the liquidity level. If I can determine where the DOL is, I can execute from an order block, I can execute from a breaker, I can execute from a fair value gap. So we just hit the rejection block. We also have a breaker, folks. Look at that. So breaker 904, we're still inside our 850 macro. So I hope you guys understood. It's as simple as that. Consequent encroachment weekly just below sell side liquidity. Weekly week, let me check. Oh, this one, yeah, that very nice that you mentioned it because I forgot to look at it. So the consequent encroachment of this week is coming here. Let's see, I don't want to see price giving us entry like outside macro. So we generated a fair value gap inside the order block. Fair value gap, so order block is going to be high probability as an inversion as well as a to get rejection to our sell side again. So let's see if price hits this rejection block. It will become a little bit more high probability. Thank you. Who was that guy? FX Ranger. Thank you for mentioning it. So do you guys see that? Is it the consequent encroachment of the weekly chart making this scenario high probability? No, it's the fact that price has sell side liquidity down here and it's continuously delivering sell side and it's generating all this buy side and not delivering there. So all that good things and everything
order working
coming together is making this whole scenario high probability. So we tape readed this whole delivery, right? So I hope you guys understood like why we expected this short. Now we have a SMT. Let me check. All three pairs did make this lower low, so we still don't have any SMT. Look at ES, so much buy side liquidity. Dow against so much buy side liquidity. This fair value gap is gonna be our point of interest now, folks. Okay, our focus is gonna be inside this one. Again, why this fair value gap? It came exactly when we delivered sell side liquidity below the swing low. So I've told you guys many times that this fair value gap is high probability for a continuation of the trend. It's also high probability for a reversal. So we can take an early entry from this fair value gap if we are getting it. How will we take the entry? Price coming up, closing a candle body above. Then the next candle that opens, if it's retesting this inversion, this is going to be our entry. And I already showed it to you guys when we were here. Then I want to see an inversion here somewhere. I hope you guys understood why this fair value gap is powerful. 908. So according to our model, do you guys see that 850 macro is not delivering the way we see price delivering in other macros? Do you guys see that? That's why we avoid this trading in this macro. This macro generates targets for us for upcoming 920 delivery. The only time that you can use it is inside when we have news at 8:30. But always be careful like this, folks, okay? Because it will make you confused. Look at that. As soon as we got inside 850, we generated these equal highs. So much liquidity up here. It'll be like, should I hold it or not? So it's better to not to do it, to wait for 920 and then engage. So we hit the consequent encroachment. Trading inside the rejection block if I measure it. Now we do have equal lows down here, folks, as well. Okay, so do you guys see that these are relatively equal? But what I'm expecting, price can continue the trend, but I'm expecting at 9:30 price clearing out this retail stop first and then going lower. I told you guys that 9:30 is a two-stage delivery. First stage, it will hunt retail stop. Second stage, it will continue the 8:30 trend. So 8:30 trend is bearish. So let's see. Tone of 5-minute equal lows on the chart. 5-minute equal lows. Yeah, we are done delivering 5-minute equal lows. We had equal lows down here. We had equal lows down here. Now we are like, we don't have any equal lows until we reach down here. But I'm expecting to see support from the rejection block. Okay, on ES. It's okay. So candles body respecting consequent encroachment. Look at that, not closing below the week. Not closing a candle's body below the consequent encroachment of that weekly week. We have a breaker here as well. So very, very powerful setup. We also have a fair value gap here. Come on, look at the time. It's not matching, but I see it coming here. This fair value gap formed exactly when we delivered sell side liquidity down here. But we'll still wait, folks, okay? We'll still follow our rules. We'll wait till 9:20. Jai, wow, my tape reading is aligning with yours. It's all because of daily live trading sessions. Thank you, Jai. That's our target. That's where we aim. We want to be professional traders without emotions, okay? Going a little bit lower. So much buy side liquidity above here now, folks. If 9:30 is not delivering towards buy side, we have a manual intervention. That's what we have. Like, look at that. If we are not reversing towards buy side, that's gonna hurt. Like, look at that, equal highs, so much target. Right, so much target up here. Very close to relative equal lows on ES. Let me check. Yes, we are so close to. Yeah, possibly we'll reverse on NASDAQ as well. Like, NASDAQ and ES usually have the same price action. It's Dow what like works as an inverse pair most of the time. Now we'll be shifting our focus on Dow, folks. Okay, like we'll also be looking at Dow from our next sessions, because Dow, you guys already know that I've been trading Dow for so long, and Dow usually have better price action compared to NASDAQ. Once I show it to you guys, you guys will understand, and we'll do it from the next stream inside our live trading sessions. Everyday live trading session inside that group. No, like Dow delivers candles more algorithmically than what we have here. On NASDAQ, this is the exact same scenario that repeated on Dow as well. Now compare this. On NASDAQ, price went higher. These candles even closed above this fair value gap. Like, look up here. This is the same fair value gap. Candles body are staying inside the fair value gap down here. Then again, we generated another fair value gap. As soon as we delivered sell side liquidity down here, we respected it. So January, like, this is the time when I avoid Dow, trading on Dow. But like, it depends on the days as well when the price action is gonna be good. But mostly I saw Dow performing better than Nasdaq. Come on, we generated equal lows. Let me see. Someone tell me if there's any SMT. We also have a breaker here on 30-second chart. But this is what I don't like. Look at that. We generated equal lows and we don't have a SMT down here at these lows. Do we have a SMT? Let me confirm. Let me confirm it real quick. We have a SMT down this low and this low with ES. With ES, and we also did it on Dow as well. I think no, we didn't do it on Dow. We have a SMT with ES. We have a SMT with Dow and ES. But still, folks, I want to see this equal low getting delivered first. SMT is coming right here. Down 30-second, activating a breaker outside macro. We'll wait. Yes, I can see that, Maria. Like, it's doing that. It's doing that, but I will wait. We'll wait a little bit more. I want to take an entry from here, or if price is delivering this sell side liquidity first, then I want to take an entry from here as well, down here. So let's see how this fair value gap performs. Okay, it has a week inside this fair value gap. So let's see if it reverses and delivers sell side liquidity down here again, generates equal high. So this fair value gap will tell us where it wanna go. I don't like the delivery on Dow at all. Look at that. It's doing this before our macro getting started. This is the exact delivery we are expecting on Nasdaq. Yes, Jules, we saw that. We saw it. I think we'll reverse after we hit this fair value gap. This fair value gap is visible on 3-minute, 5-minute chart as well. The same exact levels. And it's on all 3 time frames. 3-minute, 1 minute, 3-minute, 5-minute is coming with the order blocks as well. So I believe it has a possibility of reversing again, why we do have targets down here, folks, in a form of equal lows. Beautiful. So what I see coming, like I'm not gonna take this one, but I see this one coming with a stop loss, like suppose here, and then targeting like these equal lows. Let's see what happens. It's also happening inside our 920 macro. I want to take a buy, so I'm not gonna take any short. Let's see what happens in this one. Okay, if this CB is failing, I believe we'll have a trade, but still want to see these equal lows getting cleared. It's a beautiful trend line liquidity, so don't want to be the retail stop again today at 9:30. So we'll say we'll have to be careful. What can also happen is like at 9:30 price delivering this liquidity down here, or before 9:30, then it's coming towards buy side again. This is like your turtle soup profile 2. We have candles weak inside this fair value gap. We also have an order block. You also generated target. Now this is a signature from price. When price does that, this is when you know the price has a potential chance of rejecting from a fair value gap like this. So again, look at that. Look at this delivery up here. What is this? It's equal high again. That's what I told you guys, that I want to see equal high forming here. Isn't it equal high? Let me check again. This candle's high is coming at 17,646, 75, 17,640. Yeah, these are relatively equal. So that's what I told you guys, that this is what can happen. It can clear out all these liquidity levels and we will have a good entry from down here. So we'll wait. Again, this is an entry that I saw coming, and that's why I informed you guys. Fair value gap with all this. Why did I expected this short? Signatures. Look at that. You will have to understand this right here, my friends. It's not this fair value gap that doing this delivery. It's the liquidity that price has, and it's working as a magnet. You will have to get out of the illusion that it's a PDA that gives you high probability entry. It's not. It's never a PDA. It's always the liquidity that price generates again with the PDAs or against the PDAs. Makes sense? Why did this drop happen? Because of this trend line liquidity. And that's what I told you guys. If you're expecting to see a short from a fair value gap or a breaker or an order block, when price is reaching for that PDA, if it's generating liquidities like this, that's the time when you can be confident and you can expect a potential drop. Not always happen. That's why I stopped saying like always, because people are gonna be like complaining when it's not gonna be happening. But most of the time, this is what happens. Esteban took the short in my paper trading account. This way we learn and remove the fear. Yes, Esteban, yes. We will outline more winning trades than we lose. We also saw this one coming. So the main focus here for you should be learning how to do it. If you're focusing like this, you can perform better than me. Like I have rules that tells me not to take these setups. Maybe you will reach in a level where you will be like able to trust this, be confident and take it, right? You can be better than me, better than anyone here. who knows, like you are that person. So rather than focusing on copying my trade, using me as a signal, try to understand why I expected this short, stuff like that. Good stuff. Why we expected a short from here, why we didn't expect the price to return back to the premium. We have a SMT where? We don't have a SMT yet. This is our point of interest. We want to see price coming down here. 24, okay, folks. So this is our turtle soup profile. You take a screenshot of this. A plus turtle soup profile 2. Are you guys journaling the trades that I'm outlining, things that I'm saying, stuff like that? Like so far already, I believe you have a good amount of notes with all these, right? It happened inside our 920 macro, folks, as well. So keep that time in mind as well. 920 to 940. Also, your daily reviews are so helpful. Yes, but that is on hindsight. I personally don't like doing anything on hindsight. Me, I love doing this tape reading, stuff like that, calling it live. That's what also making me more experienced as well. If like suppose with 3 years of experience I can do this, how will I perform like once I have 4, 5 and 6 years of experience? So I'm like looking at the long-term thing. Come on, we hit a breaker on Dow. Is it SMT, folks? I don't see that SMT here. I don't see the SMT. We're getting so close to our macro as well. We hit the consequent encroachment again. SMT with ES. Oh, yeah, I see it. Okay, wait. So we have a SMT down here. But it's only one pair that's making it, right? So 26. This is where you guys are telling me to see a SMT. Me, I really want to see price clearing out all these liquidity levels and then going higher. More and more sell side liquidity up here. Sorry, buy side. Sorry, what am I saying? Sell side. 1 minute chart. 30-second. Let's see if price clears this one, folks. Okay. If it's clearing this one, then I think we'll be able to take a long from here. Suppose with a stop loss at 17,600. Yes, and a target will be like 2R, something like this. Let me see how much I can risk. 2 contracts. Yes, 2 contracts gonna be good. Not SMT, so equal lows. If one pair is making that, that's a low probability one, so you better avoid it. Come on, I don't want to see price getting support from these order blocks. Okay, looking good. What about the swing lows at 599? Where? I want to see price delivering this one. Equal low got delivered. We are efficient. We have a breaker now, so let's see, 28 plus breaker. Two contracts. Just want to see how the next candle performs. I want to see price going above this breaker at the next candle. Rejection block. Yes, folks, so it's happening. I'm in with a stop loss like suppose a little bit lower.
Order filled.
Here, sell 2. Let me see the breaker getting activated. I see this inversion getting like this is what gave me the entry, this fair value gap here. It formed exactly when we delivered sell side liquidity down here. So let's see.
Order cancelled.
Shit. Retesting the consumer encroachment again. Oh, come on.
Fuck.
Do you guys see that I didn't my stall? Come on, this is a lot of loss that I took. It's not even closing, or it closed. Where did it close? I took a lot of loss. Come on. Up here, the entry was up here, the loss was down here. Aren't we supposed to be bearish? No. There are 9:30 happens like does 2-stage delivery. Okay, I still see the possibility up here, folks, from the breaker. So let's see. I still see another entry. Now, I was about to put it. I wanted to see like price hitting, activating the breaker, and then doing it. It will get the previous week low. We'll see. This is the midway of this rejection block now that we hit. So if you put the measurement tool up here, look at that. Beautiful reaction. I believe entry is possible up here again. Order blocks. Retesting. I'm in again with a stop loss down here, folks. Okay, this is gonna be the last entry. Let's see. This is gonna be the last one.
Order working.
Stop loss staying below this order block. So target will be 2R. Let's see if price gives it. We are rejecting again from up here. Sell 2. Breaker, where is it? Close the candle body above.
Order filled.
Don't want to see price going below the breaker now. So stop loss will be at break even. Closed another candle body. Equal high as a target up here. 60 ticks so far. You guys can take a partial. If you are with me or not with me, then just watch. Consumer encroachment, a lot of stuff. So I'm not risking anything in this trade now. Don't want to see price going below this breaker again. Want to see it's remaining heavy towards buy side and delivering equal buy side up here at this level. Okay, so this was the last entry. Let's see if it goes higher. So gonna wait for 950 again. So this is a mistake that I made, folks. Okay, like do not do things like this. Every single time you should have a stop loss. So this was the entry. My stop loss, I wanted to see it coming down here like this. Didn't happen, so still has a possibility of going higher. Look at the breaker, candle body higher, inversion. Getting respected. This is the target, this equal high and this equal high up here as well. Again, yesterday's 9:30 delivery was like this, seek and destroy. Today again the 9:30 performed like this again.
Order cancelled.
So this rejection, the consequent encroachment, the midway of this rejection block performed really well. This one down here, CE, and this is from 4-hour chart. This consequent, this midway. Midway from the hourly chart, 4-hour. This rejection block. So here's your 2-hour from this entry. I trailed my stop loss like too close because I took a big loss here, folks. Okay, so I didn't want to take a loss here or even the chance of it, but the entry was down here, somewhere here, with a stop loss below up down here, and like I was targeting this 2-hour here. So anyone in this trade took it down here with me or not? Jai booked profit. That's good. I believe no one took it with me here. Or someone probably holding. Yeah, you guys can still in with a stop loss at break even. Target still remains the same. These equal highs. It's me who did the performance bad. Okay, I executed here and without a stop loss. So again, I should have put a stop loss down here. That way I would have had like a good stop loss down here and then letting this trade run. 9:30 is not scary. It's just sometimes you get into the wrong side. It's a 2-stage delivery, folks. Like look at that. The first stage delivered towards sell side, hit this midway of this 4-hour rejection block, then it went higher. Now we have a breaker up here. So still the folks who are holding, it's a safe holding position from here. And breaker up here again. So this is now getting more like a 3-hour delivery. This fair value gap with order block is high probability as an inversion. Your stop loss can be now below this fair value gap. So good to see that most of you made money here. Let me see, okay? It's me who is red for the day. But I will still taper it. I'll see like if I can take another entry. As I didn't took any loss at this one. Start a pull. Let's see how many of you are green. Like yours, I don't want to see price going below this fair value
Order
gap.
filled.
This is an inversion now, folks. Okay, this is a high probability inversion coming with the support level. So still, I believe price will continue higher from this inversion as well. See that? So why it performed like this? Fair value gap, order block, performing good. We still have this equal high. If there's no SMT, we are gonna go higher. Now Dow worked as a inversed pair. So what did you learn today? You learned not to take a trade without a stop loss, even if it's like a high probability one. The way I was doing it, you know, sometimes you feel like you are the algorithm. That's the time when price algorithm hits you hard. We were right in the narrative, expecting price to come up here. Second trade that I took in front of you guys also did deliver to the profit, but I trailed the stop loss because I took a big loss here. So today, if I'm taking any trade, I'm gonna be managing my stop loss with a aggressive stop. There's always tomorrow.
No, come on.
So this one failed. Last sign of defense is this fair value gap. Bro, we already took 2 trades today. Yeah, not gonna do it. Not copy trading you, my friend, just learning. That's the best thing to do. Can you explain the logic behind the last trade? Want to add to my journal. The last trade, yes, midway. Do you guys see that? This is a rejection block from 4 hour. So 4 hour rejection block coming down here. And this is the midway of our 4 hour rejection block. I'll take you guys on 30 seconds. This is where we saw the trade coming. Why did I bought here? Do you guys see that we have a down close candle that we
Order
formed
working.
with this rejection block? So everything was working so fast. Rejection block. Price
Order
also hit
filled.
the midway with this candle. Entry was at this candle. My entry was at this candle, targeting 2R.
Order cancelled.
And one price goes once price went above this breaker, I trail my stop loss to this level here.
Dang it, should have taken profits up here.
So I hope you guys understood why this is the order block. This black candle, this last down close candle down here.
Frick.
Makes
should've taken
sense?
profits up there.
Order block is with the black candle. I marked it wrong.
Okay, that was dumb. Dang it, I shouldn't have moved my stop down. I should have just left my stop there.
So we have a new day opening gap up here. So this was your 920 to 940 setup today. 920 to 940. Again, why price is retesting the getting support from this breaker again? We had all this equal high left up here. Fun fact, draw a line from 2 February 10:30 until today 9:30. Where's the opening prices today? Let me see. ICT, everything. Where's that indicator? So 58% green for the day, 42% red. So let me see, folks. Okay, I'm not gonna take another trade, but I'll outline another one for you guys. The way I did up here, then down here from this order block as well. So do you guys see that? Like, we tape readed this whole scenario beautifully. Even down here, our narrative was correct, but when it comes to the execution, that's the hardest part. If you are not managing that trade with proper risk, with a good stop loss, down here. If I enter 1 minute breaker activated, where my stop loss should be on 1 minute chart. This one, this is the breaker that you should be focusing on 1 minute chart. We have a fair value gap, so your stop loss will be below the breaker from this fair value gap. Entry will be from this fair value gap or when price closes the candle body above. And this is gonna be your fair value gap. So this week, folks, we are gonna be doing our back testing session. Okay, so we'll be doing back testing this weekend, a whole month. That session is gonna be like, I believe it's gonna be more than 4 hours long. And we'll choose a month randomly, and that time we'll see that like we perform differently than what we do here in live trading. But the thing is that back testing, we do it without emotion. You guys saw it when I did it in boot camp. We had so many good trades. Now even here on when we are tape reading, that is without emotion like that. Do you guys see how I performed here and how I performed here at this price level? So when emotion comes to trading, when you think like, okay, you want to perform better and so many people are watching and you want to do it like that, that's when you mess it up. So there will be a difference between backtesting and live trading. So do not like, on backtesting we'll perform really good. Our model will deliver like, I believe 60 to 80% of win rate. And you guys will see that I will walk you through each and every candle like I'm doing here on live trading. In this live scenario, we'll also do back testing like we are trading live. We'll wait for price to generate equal high, equal low, trend line liquidity, and all that good stuff. So GIC traders, I hope you understood where your stop loss will be in a scenario like this. Breaker, fair value gap, your stop loss will be below the breaker as the fair value gap is smaller than the breaker. So much liquidity up here again. 950 is in
Order cancelled.
So gonna be focusing on 1 minute chart again. Still our target remains up here. Still expecting price trending higher. We have a big regular trading hour gap. News at 10. Do we have news? Let me see. Oh, we don't have any high or medium impact at 10. Yes, so we don't care. It's only the news that is tradable is low impact. Those news are tradable. Then we got PMI, that's also tradable, but especially CPI, NFP, FOMC, these are the 3 news that we do not trade. We trade after the news gets delivered. Generating more and more equal highs. So 949, the trade that I see is again from the breaker with a stop loss down here. Target is gonna be like 2R. We have a wick down here at this loss of 950. We entered inside our macro. So how many setups we outlined today? 1, 2, 3. Third one was a loss. Fourth one did hit the
Stop
target
filled.
but without me. And this is the fifth one. Just gonna wait in this setup, okay? Do not take that entry yet. Rejection block. Let's see how it performs. So we got order blocks down here. This is a bullish order block. Look for a SMT down here, folks. Look for a SMT. If there's a SMT, then we are probably gonna trend higher. So we are going higher. This is where you took an entry. I'm gonna take you guys on 30-second and show it to you. Like, there's a bullish candle that's forming. Now this is your setup with it to our target. SMT down here, SMT. So yeah, this is a good setup again.
Order cancelled.
Against your stop loss is like below here. We have equal highs up here. This SMT, if it's breaking, like then this trade probably gonna go wrong. Still love the way you are explaining everything. Yes, I don't have any emotion here, folks. This is because this is a challenge account. Why do I care? I do not trade like this in my funded live accounts or funded accounts.
Order cancelled.
Don't want to see a candle's body below. Look at the 30-second chart. We got order blocks. So want to see price respecting this. If you analyze your chart and NQ is giving you bullish entry and ES bearish, do you trade the pair that you are analyzing, or your stay away as you expect them to go together? I trade on the pair where I see the trade coming with high probability, especially on NASDAQ. If I see a setup on ES, I'm just gonna tape read it or do something like that. I'm not gonna push the button on NASDAQ if it's like an opposite trade interest. So they move similar most of the time. They generate good setups. So this is our 950 macro delivery.
Dang it. Should have left it.
From the fair value gap with the order blocks. Even more SMT, yes. So this is our BC.
Dang it. Should have left it.
So overall today we performed really good compared to
Target hit.
what we compared to our narrative, compared to like tape reading, compared to knowing where the price is gonna deliver next. We outlined several trades, 1, 2, 3. The third one was a loss. Fourth one, it was like, personally, it was a loss for me. Then fourth one also turned into a profitable one. Fifth one, so win rate. How's the win rate today? 90, 80%, right? Every single trade hit our TP. It's not like it gave it partial and then dropped. So who is in this trade? Let me know who is in this trade. And if you are making money, put your vote on green. Change your vote from red to green. Like this is another trade. Signal was given right exactly here. So I believe you are mitigating the loss that you took here. The folks who already traded, I'm gonna tell you guys that once you are winning 1 or 2 trades, then stop. Don't do it. Your stop loss is gonna be at break even now because we got so much order block up here. Hit stop loss again? How? I gave this signal on 1 minute. So this is gonna be our last sign of defense, these order blocks. To 10. Still expecting price going higher, folks. Why? Because look at the target that we have up here. This whole area is unfilled. 242, that's good. So look at the ratio now, 64% by 36%.
Dang it. Here's my entry here.
There was a day when I traded like the whole session. Do you guys remember that stream was like 8 hours long on YouTube? I did it on YouTube. And there we took like 8 winning trades and 4 losing trades. The whole session. Like this, we outlined trades, we took trades, so...
Man.
Stop loss break even. Original stop loss was down here at this level. Now change your vote if you made some money here or if you took some partials. I still want to see it's going higher, the green going higher. We should have another all day session, Vipul. Should we? We can do it today. Should we do it today? Like see how many trades we can win. So far we already won more than 80%. Our win rate is 80% for the day. Not for me, but overall what we did, like the way we performed. Didn't we call market lower? Didn't we call market higher? Even inside the specific times. Everything explained to the tick. And there's another thing for you to learn is that I lost 2 trades. Do you guys see any emotional impact in my voice or anything? You are not seeing me, but see, I outlined another good trade here, even when I took 2 losses. So we'll have to be like that. Like after taking 2 losses, people blow their account. We should make one such day again once a month, full session trading. Yes, that's a good idea, but you know it takes a lot of... You are not speaking, but I am speaking. So yeah, it's kind of hard. But we'll do it. We'll do it once a month or twice a month. We'll see. Now, this was a very informative session, folks. This was a very insightful session. Even in my eyes, you learned to call market lower. Then you learned to take a total stop entry from here. Then you also learned like the mistakes that I made here. Didn't put a stop loss. Like that's like a very new mistake. Now your stop loss comes again. You trail it a little bit more. And you put it at the break even. Your stop loss will stay at the break even, folks. And this is our equal high. Then you also learn like even after losing 2 trades, you do not like below the account, you do not lose focus. You keep tape reading like this without emotion. Took partial stop at break even now and holding to higher target on demo account, working on perfect execution and trade management. That's good. That's good, Godfather. Emmy, that day you stayed on live was fire. Yes, I never stopped talking. Jai, but bro, trading alone and trading in group impacts emotion a lot. If I would have lost 2-3 trades alone, my emotion would have screwed. But this group is but with group it doesn't affect. If I was trading alone, like now Jay, you do it like that, right? Now me, if I was trading alone, I would have taken this one loss and then I would have stopped, okay? Or even I would have waited for a better entry up here. Like if you guys watch my trade management the recordings that I post, it's not like I'm not posting when I took the entry. I'm posting it before, like the whole recording starts when I'm expecting the trade. I'm seeing it coming in, then I'm pushing the button as soon as I'm getting that high probability entry. Now that's the emotional side you guys don't feel. It's only the streamers, they will feel that. Like there's always a tendency. Now it's lower. When I started for the first time streaming on YouTube, it was really high. Like I was like, okay, I want to push button here. I want to show them what I can do. And that's when, like, it's proved, folks. Every single time you will feel like you are becoming the algo, that's the time when market will kick you hard. Okay, like it did me here. I didn't put a stop loss. Now imagine seeing me not putting a stop loss. It happened. What do you do to control emotion? A lot of tape reading. Not now. I can control it now, but when I was a beginner, I was doing a lot of tape reading and a demo trading, stuff like that. So tape reading, I would say like it's tape reading that helped me to get into this level of emotion, like not getting emotionally damaged when taking like 2 losses because of tape reading, because I know my system will work and it's working. Look at that. I know it will perform 80%, 70% of the time. So you only get that one when you are tape reading, folks. So I want to see, do you guys see that we have a weak, a swing low coming inside us? This is our sell side liquidity aligning with this fair value gap. So now this looks like a turtle soup model 2. Turtle soup profile 2. So this sell side liquidity, this is an internal sell side liquidity, and we also have a fair value gap here, BC. Would you take this fair value gap? I won't, as we have equal lows down here. We have a SMT, but still I will remain in one position if I was in this trade. Yeah, BC coming with this swing low. So this is your turtle soup profile 2. Now again, we got our signature up here. Do we have a SMT up here, folks? Let me confirm. So here's your stop loss at break even got hit. So it failed this BC. That's why I told you guys that I'm not willing to take an entry from here, as we have this down here, folks. That's why. So I believe you got a chance to take a partial at this equal high and up above at this once we hit this CB. So these are the levels where we take a partial. Still, how many of you are green for the day? 65. Okay, we'll continue to tape read more. It's 10:04. We'll tape read until 11:10. We'll close it at 11:10. This was a high probability trade. We saw it coming on 1 minute chart, right? From here, from this fair value gap. So our trade idea initially, our entry was here. Look at that. We already got like more than 1 hour in this trade. Target was up above this here. 2 hour was here. So yeah. So this is where you take a partial. You take something off when price is giving you when price is like clear in delivering liquidity above an equal high. Hit this fair value gap. Why price rejected from this fair value gap above here? Look at that. This fair value gap came with this order block. Now again, this is an example of how a fair value gap performs and which fair value gap you should be marking over another one. So order block with fair value gap, it will remain as high probability for resistance. Once price goes above it, it will work as a support. Make sense? I took full early. That's good. So Jewels is green for the day. This was a high probability trade. Telling you guys again, someone asked me here. So how many of you learned something new here? Let me know in the chat as well. Let me do a poll. Green like my weed, lol. 2 wins, 1 loss, all appreciated. But what about the but? But learning every day, yes. That's the main focus of our mentorship. Order block performed well. Also, GIC went to take partials. Can you teach us about the strength of order block? What was I doing, Rager, here? I'm teaching you guys how to mark the high probability order blocks that comes with a fair value gap. Once that fair value gap fails, it turns into a high probability inversion. Why we got a rejection up here? If you are not looking at this order block, fair value gap, right? Like you'll be like, okay, price came up, generated equal high, you should go higher. Now this is a level where you take partial. And this is a fair value gap that remains in your chart until price forms another one with another fair value gap, another high probability PD area. Now we're doing the seek and destroy.
Let's see, the
Does the length of fair value gap means anything for the order block? No. Fair value gap can be very tiny or really big, but it matters where the fair value gap is forming.
Sorry.
If it's forming with the order
You tell
block,
them
then that's a
it's
high
good
quality
trade.
order block.
And
Yeah,
that's
but then
against your
they're like,
bias.
yeah, and they say, why take the trades against your bias on paper? That's just
It doesn't confuse people if you're very clear with them. I just think
I
that
usually am.
you were clear with it this time. It sounds like people.
Now we
like,
generated more and more buy side
wait
liquidity up here.
for their,
I think we'll have another trade idea to tape read at 1050 or 1020.
Alright, another 30-second long here.
Do we need to measure the fair value gap? If it's too long, you can eyeball it if it's on lower time frame. If it's on higher time frame, then you must measure it. On lower time frame, it has a lot of fluctuations like this, so price can still go lower after it like closes a candle body above, like we saw here. So on lower time frame, I'll recommend you guys not to do it, but on higher time frame, you must do it. 4-hour inversion, we have this is a good rejection level, folks. This up here with this buy side liquidity, we have a week, and we generated equal lows, equal low here again. So yeah, I believe we'll have a rejection from here. If not at 1020, then at 1050 from here.
It's really just because the nature of the second price action. That's why. If I think the AM price action was good this week, I would low key take a stab at it. I'm not even trying to long. I'm just waiting for shorts. All these kind of long setups you kind of see here, like, again, I don't really like taking them because not only is it against my bias, but AM price action just been really trash for the past probably 3 weeks or month, so I'm not risking anything. So I'm really trying to go along with my bias a lot more. I don't want to work too hard for 10 points. Right? That's the name of the game. I want a stress-free, obvious play. Again, I think this 1 minute's so obvious, but I went shorter if we got it. But again, you can already see like every inverse here is just considering the stop to break even. And oh my gosh, just it's so much effort.
Chopping around, right? Price is dancing a lot in that February 6th new day opening gap. Yes, we have multiple ones here. We got one here, up above here.
Again, like I said at the beginning, that when I first got on
Where's
stream,
the
what did I
opening
say about the
prices
price action?
today?
What was my little spiel right when I got on stream?
Imply London equities, New York
Yeah, I said
equities,
first 5
up
minutes look for
one,
trash.
weekly.
Was the first 5 minutes trash?
Monthly.
Yep. And I said we got a big move overnight. I'm not really expecting too much here.
So this is on 930 opening price, worked as a support. And you guys already know it, that 930, 830 opening price works as support and resistance as well. 830 is coming up here. Can you show me the breaker you marked before the 930 and 30-second chart? You can just rewind back and watch it, me doing it.
I'm just tape reading
The
these
breaker
setups.
was here
This would've been L.
at this level.
Yeah, I'm not doing any of these. I'm just tape reading. I don't want a long. I've said that. I'm bearish. And this is just straight garbage. And for anyone wondering, I am on a live account today, by the way, not an eval. Just as long as we get good price action. So oil never got the long entry, unfortunately. We did leave equal highs. Again, I would keep this drawn because if we do get this long entry, I think it'll be a really good one. Even this, so I wouldn't mind this now if we got it. Moment inversion there. Because now this is singular. And now we have equal highs.
So now we have
so we at least
liquidity
know
down
that
here.
It'll probably be a free trade.
Equal low. So look
Order
at that.
filled.
This whole scenario is looking like A plus turtle soup profile 1.
So it'll be a free trade at least, hopefully, and then your target here.
So 950 delivery is done. 1020
Again, you're gonna see like
to
singular,
1040.
and I know if these weren't equal highs here, if these weren't equal highs here, do you think I'd take this? Yes or no? You think I'd take this?
Again, folks, tomorrow
not?
we don't have any news. Tomorrow is Wednesday, so we'll be trading inside our everyday
No, it's
session
because
group.
this is the external fair value gap.
We'll be starting our session
I would
at
take this with equal highs,
8:20,
even with
and
this
we'll trade
external
till
because of the equal highs.
10:50.
But
Even
if these were
tomorrow
equal
on
highs, I wouldn't be
Thursday,
as confident, so I'd probably
we are going to be
watch this. Does
trading
that make sense?
PM session inside our live trading group again. Everyday live trading
Why
group.
that
On
makes
Friday,
sense.
we'll have
So
another
I always
stream
say
inside
don't long if
mentorship.
an external fair value gap hasn't broken. But with equal highs, that's an exception. Does that make sense?
So here I see this trade. This is what I see coming. Let me check on 3-minute chart
Yeah,
as
that's just
well.
an HFC.
3-minute. So something like this. Okay, it's still gonna wait a little bit more because the here's I see this rejection block. So price can still trade lower, hit this rejection block. So here I think I will have a safe entry from the inversion. Told you guys many times when a turtle soup setup forms, it gives you two types of setup. One down here, sorry, three types of setup. One turtle soup, second one is from the inversion, third one is from the breaker, which is up here. We got down close candles. That means what? Order block, fair value gap. So this fair value gap, once price goes above it, it will work as a good support.
I'm gonna do it here for oils on the similar.
The trade idea is gonna be like this.
By the way, who's not logging this because it's
It
against
just
the
stop
rules?
1730.
Who is logging it because they don't care about the equal highs above?
17600 is coming down here. Yeah, so this is
Then you're
something
not
that I
logging
see
it 'cause
coming,
they're like,
folks.
oh, the equal
Stand
highs above, that's
17. We
against
still
rules.
have 3 minutes left before we start our macro. So
Again, it all
a
depends on your
scenario
rules.
like this.
Make sure
If
you're
there's
following
no
your rules,
SMT, we're
guys.
still gonna come lower.
If you're not following your rules, you're not gonna be successful.
Do we have a SMT? Yes, we do have a SMT, right? Yeah,
It's not gonna hit the
with
break.
ES.
Fine. Again,
ES made this
I
lower
was
low.
hoping we'd take these equal highs out, but don't. Again, I'll still get in a trade when I get in one, but not yet. Just hoping we take out these equal highs. Again, once you actually see me execute a trade on paper here on the screen, that means I'm gonna allow the count. It's not yet. It's just still waiting because this price actually looks strange. I still think we're bearish on the day, but I mean, unless we get a really, really clean AMB or something, there's no way of getting it. By the way, if you are in this, where's the stop loss? Yeah, really close above. Alright, I'm gonna actually try along here. I'm gonna go light. I'm gonna go on this 30-second numbers. So I'm in there. The target's gonna be the equal highs. Not So not the break even we get here.
Dang it.
Break even trade, let's go. So this is I'm gonna scale 1 to 10 points, I think.
Hesitated. I need to get in, but
This is my lab count too. Oh my god.
I might.
Alright, scaled one
So
there.
we
Sorry,
did
I'm
form the
messing with
SMT
my
down here, folks. So that's the
Let's
reason
scale
we
another one.
went higher. We still have a
Yeah,
possibility
really
to
nice
come
momentum
lower.
there.
Okay.
I was not actually expecting to take a long
So again, this is your Turtle Soup profile 1
and
performed
see.
with the SMT. So this goes into your journal as well. Sometimes price won't do that stop hunt,
Alright, that was my first
whether it will have a SMT.
Dang
And this
it,
is where you
should've
look
taken
for
that.
SMT. I hope everyone's
So,
everyone
one for
understood like
one,
where we look for
um,
SMT, when we look for SMT, right? So far,
that was
I think
7-7. That was almost 20 points.
it's clear.
So, and that literally could be my only trade of the day. Yeah, what a play. So why did I like that play? Why, well, even though I
Momentum.
didn't want a long, what kind of made me change my mind there?
Momentum.
Yeah, I just like that momentum. I mean, that was just really clean. So,
So let's
yeah,
see how
that's 3
price
points.
performs at this level. Our regular trading, our gap is up here. The way I use regular
Quiet.
trading our gap is like I measure it from
Come
the
here.
swing low
Hey,
all the way
come.
to the high.
Mosey, come.
And look at that, the lower quadrant is aligning with this fair value gap that we outlined,
It's easier when I do it on
Mosey, come here.
right? So this is how I use it. I measure it and I find out which high probability PD areas are aligning with which quadrant levels. So this is your whole
Mosey,
measurement.
come.
0.5 is aligning with the inversion from the daily chart. So we'll see. High probability rejection can happen
Come here.
from this one or either from this one.
So
But I'm expecting to see it's happening from this one. Let's see.
Feedback on the survey for learning that, there's no shot.
On 15 minutes, we are also going to be hitting the fair value gap.
Gosh, dang
The
it.
negative feedback's gonna be like, oh, you were bearish, but you went long. Why would I not long this? I mean, that's just so obvious. I'm telling you, there's a signature in price, or once you see it, I will take it no matter what my bias is. Like, I didn't mind longing that. It's like,
Momentum. Okay, so I want to see momentum. You gotta join dodgy
I
in
did not
those
signal short.
trades.
I literally said, if I signal, I will execute it on the screen. Did you not hear me say that? I said, if I signal, I will execute it on paper. Because Martez was like, oh, please execute it on paper. Because Martez is a signal bot. Yeah, I was calling a bunch of ideas, like, I was like, oh, if you're bullish like this, but I'm not. Do you guys notice the difference between, like, me and you guys? Like, of, like, okay, if you're bullish long this, but I'm not longing because I'm bearish. And then finally, I'm like, yeah, I'm taking this. It gets to a certain point where, like, yeah, I'm executing this. And you'll see me do it. That's the difference.
Okay, I missed that
So we deliver
trade.
buy sell liquidity up here. Now we'll hide this
Like, I know it's a break even.
fair value
Like,
gap, and we
this
have
is
our
equal
buy sell
setup. This
liquidity up
is
here as well.
Okay, if you're bullish, you can try it. Same thing with
So let's
this.
see how we do it inside this fair value gap. This is also visible on
This one
3
is like,
minute
yeah,
as well as on
it's
5
like
minute
an
chart.
automatic light bulb ahead moment. This one, not really. This one, not really. Is it still set up by teach? Yeah, but I mean,
What's
this
your
is
view
just
on
like-
dollar? Could it go all the way to the 50% of the daily gap? Let's see.
And even the
Mm,
1
I'm
minute to
gonna
the downside, I was gonna take it if
We
got
are red
a
on
pilot here, and
stocks.
we
Look
wanna
at
see
that.
it execute on that screen, but I mean, we set up too much LRLR. I mean, this is just too much LRLR for me to actually short this on the screen. So,
USDC, we are only positive on USDC just by 0.04%. Tesla negative 1.840, Apple negative 9.5, Netflix negative. Everything's
you guys
performing
see the flaw
negative.
in Discord signal services now?
PayPal negative 2,
Signal bots are
3%.
probably like again, that is a big flaw.
Okay.
Unless that person can copy trade for you, a signal service is not going to make it
Dollar.
Even though I talk about these setups, I don't even touch
We were expecting bullish price on dollar as well.
I don't touch
This is what I told you guys on our weekly review, but
I didn't even touch
we
this
wanted to
longer.
see, yes, price delivered to our high probability target 1.
Called it out, but I
Now
didn't
this
touch it.
remained as our high probability target
So
2.
good. That's
What
all
I
I'm
wanted to
saying.
see, like price hitting this fair value gap
So 10
happened.
so I'm not
Look
going
at that.
to
I told you guys this
credit
inside our weekly review.
for
This was our high probability target 2.
straight.
So far we are correct. We were correct in the last week. We are correct this
Why did I
week,
leave a runner?
expecting bullish price action.
Crap.
And now the price
Why
is
didn't I
going
just-
higher.
oh,
This is a fair
man.
value gap, right? This is a big one on higher time frame. You measure
This
it like this, and this is
roof.
gonna remain
Gosh
as your
dang
target.
it.
This negative
This is gonna
0.5% of this will remain as your high probability target. So this was our high probability target 1 when we started our this week, got delivered. High probability target 2. This is your high probability target 3 for this week. So we are not rejecting from here, folks.
How am I bearish when there's perfect
Now we
activity?
will be waiting to see how price does inside this inversion. Also getting near to the 1050 macro. 1050 macro is high probability for reversal.
I trade. Like, you guys don't realize how logically I trade. Like I'm literally probably one of the most logical traders you'll ever see. I just.
Because it's macro, it could be a short too. No, I showed you guys why it could have been a short, because of the measurement of regular trading hours. Look at that. I measured the whole thing. We had a fair value gap with week inside that fair value gap. That's why. So we wanted to see a short, but it didn't happen. Now this is where we'll be expecting to see another short, because this is the midway of the whole gap.
Like 20 minutes later, it's just like a whole different setup. I mean, that's literally what I do. I mean, yeah, some things might look good to me, but it's not good enough for me to enter.
Gosh dang it. Look at that. It's running
very, very
away.
tough. And that's why
How do I get in this play? Oh yeah.
You need hindsight. Calling a short and ignoring it, but I didn't play. I didn't ignore it. I just called it. And I said, if you're in, where the stop loss be? I was not in there. I literally said, if you're in this trade, where the stop loss be? And my answer was, and I was like, yeah. Unless you see me execute on the screen, I am not executing. I literally said that today. Okay, I said I will not execute a trade unless I execute the screen.
Yes, we can use the standard deviation projection here as well. I'll take you guys on 5-minute chart, and we can use this whole measurement. This was our last manipulation lag for the candlestick week. When the candles body are smaller like this, you can use it with the week as well. And -2 standard deviation is coming up here.
They took the 30-second one, they took this one, and then they took the short, and then they took
So when the candles body are bigger and we have a lot of candles body, we use it with we measure it from the only candles body. But when we have bigger wicks, we take consideration of those wicks as well. And -2 standard deviation is coming up here at this level. -2 standard deviation.
Like, this was a valid short, and if you shorted it, fine. That's a good loss. I didn't execute it. I didn't want to. That's all it is. So there's nothing
Negative
wrong with
twist
taking the short
SD.
there. I just didn't execute it, which means I don't like it. I mean, this was a complete fine short. It's not
And
like
we
this
have
was a bad
-4
setup.
up here
Yeah,
at this daily fair value gap.
I just didn't
But
want short.
look at the delivery, folks. It's aggressive. When we see aggressive delivery like this, it's a signature from price again that it has a possibility of reversing. So whenever you guys like have any question about a concept, just ask me like this, because I'm not using it all the time. I know that this is a good level for reversal. I have
It's actually
aligned it
really
with the
better.
measurement of the regular trading hour gap. The midway of the regular trading hour gap is coming here. -2 standard deviation coming here. Inversion from the daily chart is coming here as well. So very, very, very nice rejection level.
We engineered too much liquidity here.
Let's see.
I just
So the trade idea that I see here coming is from here, from this fair value gap, with a stop loss like suppose at -2.5 standard deviation, or if I look at the price level like this, 1800, target's gonna be like 2R. So this is what I see coming, but it must happen inside our macro.
Yeah, bullish. Yeah, so remember what I said about that? I said if you want to be really, really, really safe with this thing, those kind of numbers that you're looking for. Yeah, so Vice just said that. So I literally told you guys, I'm like, even though I'm bearish today, I will take a long if it's obvious enough because I could see us getting like a 50% retracement. This is kind of what we're getting now. So got your 50% retracement. Now, I mean, this just may be bullish the rest of the day. I don't know. I'm gonna watch. I'm 1 for 1. I don't know if you can take me more trades. I mean, for now, I'm just gonna have this one on my side until I see something change my mind. This is just a pretty bullish price action now. So again, it doesn't really matter what I think here because I'm gonna play what I can see. I'm gonna think right now. What would make this bearish here? What would make me think we're okay now? We're gonna go with this thing here. Yeah, if we violate this 15-minute, that'll be bearish. But until the really this violated, then can't really see this is very interesting. I think people come into my stream and they don't realize.
Good test today on how we can see where price will go. Yes, and so far we have been correct, Dale. We predicted the whole move down towards buy side as well from the breaker. We got so many trades, good trades.
I'm the opposite. I mean, my analysis.
Can we take a short? Yes, we don't have equal lows, but we do have trend line liquidity down here. Look at that. If you drop down to lower time frame, what is this? Relative equal lows, trend line liquidity. So I don't want to see price clearing it out now and then hitting this fair value gap. Sorry, inversion. It will make our scenario low probability. I want to see price not delivering liquidity down here, then going higher, hitting this inversion, and then dropping.
I think this is actually a good one to mark out. Yeah, I don't mind it. Dude, I think got a 100-point play here if I held a winner. That's crazy.
On Dow, we do have a breaker now.
Should I try one more long at this inverse?
On Dow, we have a breaker on 30
So
seconds.
I'll try one more long at this inverse.
But to me, I think it's gonna fail this breaker
I need this and walk
because we don't have any targets to our sell side.
5 minutes inverse to
So
hold.
it was a turtle soup profile 2 setup here on Dow. Do you guys see that? Weak coming inside the fair value gap. So I believe we are gonna trend higher.
If I only take one contract here, I have
You can
no
test
idea
this on. No, I'm not gonna test this on demo. Rather, this is what I see on Dow.
76.
The stop loss, like suppose at this
618.
fair value gap, targeting 2R. So this is a fake breaker. That's what I'm expecting, as we did a stop hunt.
I doubt that.
We have targets towards buy side liquidity as well. So let's go back to NASDAQ.
Again, I like this because, again, kind of bullish momentum, delivering off of a fair value gap here, and damn it, it's not going to give me that trade set. Again, delivering off this fair value gap. Let's see. Left equal highs in the 30-second. half size because I'm missing for the day. So close it both there.
So on Dow, it's looking better on Dow. 32nd, we have a fair value gap,
Another reason why Discord signal service sucks.
and we got a week here. So don't wanna see this week failing. As long as this week stays,
Every single person here is probably
this
in different
breaker will work.
circumstances. There's
But
probably someone up
let's
like,
see.
they're probably 5-0 today for all I know. Like maybe they traded London, they went 5-0. Like, or maybe someone's 0-5.
Basically, this is what we saw coming.
Different circumstances.
Equal high again. Order block. Let's see if price respects it or not.
Yeah, it's also 1%. I think I'm gonna wait for the one here.
Last line of defense down here. On Nasdaq, we are generating this trend line liquidity. Look at that. So the more we generate this and hitting this target up here, the more our scenario for short will look better.
I'm being very, very particular right now. I'd rather see this one turn into an LP here. Damn it. So you guys can enter if you want. I'm live streaming in front of 640 people right now. I'm not doing that.
Shit.
Again. Played out perfectly.
Order working.
For you guys. There's no shot. If I was on my own, probably would have, but this is an education for me. I'll see so there's equal highs. It should get punched through.
So 1 minute chart.
So again, I'm really good at executing. You get to see X.
Ah. Come on. Dang it, didn't get my entry.
It's not, don't be mad. There's just too many people in here that don't know what to do.
Here we go. Oh, come on. Just one
Watch
tick,
it hit her pain.
one tick away. Come on. Oh my gosh. Just one tick away. Just didn't get an entry.
Yep.
Maybe I will. Maybe I will. Come on.
So a beautiful generation of our trend line liquidity. Just wanna see price hitting this -2 standard deviation and then dropping. As long
Order
as it
filled.
holds, we'll see a drop.
There we go.
No, I don't like this one.
We will see a drop. This is our equal lows.
Oh
This
shit.
one's very obvious. I like this one better. This is this way, but obviously stands out in that region.
$57. Should hit.
How many people just got in before the close because they saw that? Again, I would have if I was trading by myself. But
Order cancelled.
if you're in again, I don't know the whole. I mean, obviously this, but
Okay, so we are getting done with our macro.
I guess you can hold till CE at this point.
Look at the 10, 20 to 1040.
17796 CE.
So Hydra, we also inside the higher time frame CB, yes. On 15-minute chart, you will see that we are trading at the midway of this fair value gap. Yes, at the midway
There's always going to be something
of this fair value gap.
to, like, I just completely, like, okay, I'm not targeting this, but now I just make this up. CE, this one again, this is a target. It's
Order
it's
filled.
a target. That's
All right. Green, maybe. On my
A lot of people are like,
face.
how did you
Yeah,
figure
on
that
my
out?
So let's see what happens. We are not gonna take this one, okay? Just stay trading. Look at that, we are getting done with our macro.
Just, what are you seeing?
So I'm highly recommending you guys to not to take it. If it was happening at like suppose 10:30 or at the beginning of 10:50, then we would have took it, but not now.
I need this to club inverse. Come on, oil. Inverse for me. Yes, baby.
So this is gonna be the last trade that we'll tape read. Let's see what happens.
I'm not even gonna do a feedback for it today. I swear, someone's gonna be like, "Oh, you signaled that short, but you didn't take it." Something like that.
I just inverse that.
One for one. You literally watched me live tweet.
What are you eating, Hydra? Some biscuits. That's it.
Dang it! Kind of wish I had taken that in Q. That was, man, that was a lot. That was 50.
Jacob has very good
20
ears.
points, man. Shoot, should have done that in Q. Gosh.
So we got a fair value gap here, folks, on 30-second chart. I'm gonna show it to you.
CE candles, bodies close and above.
Fair value gap.
CL, it's a good sign.
So this
So I
one,
think
we
we
want
are
to see
going
price
to
going
go
below it, not respecting it, because this formed when we hit this -2 standard deviation. If price respecting this fair value gap, we are probably gonna go higher. So wanna see this remain, this one turning into an inversion. The whole scenario is low probability as it's happening outside of our macro, so be careful about that.
I understand why this is a good short. Just making sure, 'cause some people are
But how do you know that this is an inversion? The daily candle is not over yet, so it is a normal fair value gap. On daily chart,
I mean, it was a good short.
look at that. This one. So it's better that we didn't took it. It is still trending higher.
It's too bullish.
If the reversal is not happening now, folks, it's gonna happen at 1050. 1050 works as a good reversal macro.
Most people know I don't short with equal highs. So
Yes, the inversion is only confirmed when the
yeah,
Uh,
just
but-
green time.
this trade we can use it. It's going lower, right? It generated, the whole thing is based on understanding liquidity.
I mean, I would have rather taken them.
Okay, did price generated equal lows below it? Yes, it did that. So we can expect to see a rejection from this level again. On daily chart, yes, we don't have it, but on lower time frame we can take trades based on this confirmation.
Going
If it
up.
was happening inside 1050, I would have pushed button here.
Okay, well, not so late. You answered too slow. There's the target. Did I interject that OB close? See, I'm calling out a bunch of plays unless I'm not picking them. The only one I've taken was this. Right? Like,
So it didn't happen. We didn't got a rejection from here.
it's not something I take.
Let's see. This will remain as our last line of defense.
Right here. Right, that's if you take that.
If that daily inversion by end of the day, is the market structure shift can happen on daily, yes, we can also confirm the market structure shift if price closes a candle's body below this inversion. But again, you will have to look if there's any liquidity up here. If there's an equal high up here, what price can do is like come back up, deliver those liquidity, and then continue the trend lower. So the whole thing is aligning with the understanding of liquidity.
We heavily displaced above this. Again, the nice thing is like
Zen Master, what did I told you? That it's not confirmed on daily chart. But look at that. Didn't price go close the candle's body on lower time frame?
Yeah, I really don't care.
When price closes the candle's body on higher time, below a higher time frame period, on lower time frame, it becomes a good resistance level
Not an obvious.
on lower time frame, not on higher time frame. I'm not trading on daily chart. So here it performed well here. Do you guys see that? Price didn't even come back up and retested this inversion. Then it continued to remain lower. Now this level again will work as a resistance plus as support. Why? It based on the understanding of liquidity, how price is generating liquidity where.
Or do you think, oh, I know it goes
Makes sense? It's generated all these equal lows down here. So that's why I wanted to see a rejection from this happening.
Yeah, exactly. We're kind of in that
Time didn't match. That's the first thing. So we'll wait for 1050. Let's see.
Yeah, I mean, that's what we're kind of in. Yes,
Now we have a
just
breaker here.
Why
This
is
down close candle on 30-second chart is a breaker.
Why is equal lows, believe it or not. So it's
Let's see. And now here on 1 minute chart, it's an order block. On even on 30-second, it's still not activated
this is
yet.
what people don't want to hear. People don't want to hear me say that. They want to hear me say, oh, I know.
This right here.
Again, I just play what I see. That's what I saw this morning. Probably should have held one better.
On higher time frame, Zen Master is not an inversion. Why did I mark it as an inversion? Because on lower time frame, it can perform as a resistance once we are trading inside it. Because the fluctuations on lower time frame are so small, price can still show us a resistance from this level here and then continue the trend higher, or never activate this inversion on daily chart, right? So that's what I told you, that on lower time frame, a small fluctuation can happen inside this inversion. So order block, fair value gap. Let's see if it's not turning into a breaker. We're gonna continue a trend higher until 1050.
What's the next video I'll be posting? You'll see.
It's a good sign on CL. We're pushing higher. Let's see it close above. We have 3 minutes left. We'll see this 5-minute inverse, and if that inverses, then we're going for these. We're going for these highs. Let's see if we get it.
Looks like this worked, I guess. Not so good with it.
Negative 3 standard deviation coming up here. Again, good level for reversal. So negative 2 standard, we didn't get that rejection. Negative 3 up here.
Come on, I need a strong close above.
Yeah, so when NQ is bullish,
Yes.
see how it turns to trash. So, I mean, the only reason I even looked at it, CL this morning is because it was trash. Will I even make a feedback for him today? I already know people are gonna be like, oh. They're gonna be like, you said you were taking that short, but didn't. That's why I thought you said that. Oh, CL! 6 seconds. And up was good.
Landscapers coming to
What?
look
How's
at
it
the
coming,
yard.
man?
What's that?
The landscapers coming to look at the front yard.
Is he not awake?
Alright, this is not financial advice. It's up to you what you want to do here.
Are you trading right now? I just leave JD here on your lap or something.
What do you got going on? Whoa, nice.
So this is the
CL.
midway of that
Yes.
that daily fair value gap.
Look at that big green candle. That big green boner right there. $100.
Dow looks like the Six Sister. Yes.
William, I'm not calling you
Everyone's trading together.
I'm just listening to a bunch of people. I'm just letting people know.
Hopefully I can start a new win streak again. Every single time I seem to take a trade, I always have one loss and one win. Or like one loss, one break even, then two wins. But today I'm starting fresh, 1 for 1. We'll see if I can.
So Dow mostly like working as an inversed pair. On ES, we also generated all these liquidity levels down here. Look at that, so beautiful. Trendline liquidity. I mean, we are yet to. Did we deliver buy side liquidity up here? Yes, we did that. So 1050 is when I believe the reversal can happen, folks. 1050, got the breaker here.
I don't know. I don't do that much.
Now for now it's an order block.
Order cancelled.
Oh, baby, there's equal high. So there's the first target. Next target would be here. Who's in this? Type 1.
So we activated the breaker, getting inside 1050. So again, the first trade idea that I shared, we still need a candle body closure down here. So the first one was like this.
Do we even watch MQ anymore?
What the hell? Okay, like this with a stop loss at this level. Targeting like 2R. This is gonna be the second trade idea, which is coming here. With a stop loss up here, targeting this equal lows down here.
Who's in the short right here?
We got a fair value gap here, folks. So
Why is
let's see if
why
this
is
one
it
gets
set
filled.
up short? Why is it
So
set
this is your 1050 trade idea,
yeah,
1050 macro.
the OB and we reacted off of this. So CE OB play right there. This is
2R. Yes.
Order working.
That's why I said I'm like if we violate this stuff,
Order
Great
filled.
question. In this case, I saw that NQ has already hit OTE from the 830 macro, which yes, he didn't yet. Is it inside that we can mentor during our trades? OTE from bearish candle? No. It depends on the liquidity, where price generated the liquidity. It generated all this liquidity down here in these equal lows. So on ES, you can also see that we have all the liquidity down here on ES as well in a form of equal lows. So that's the reason.
How many of those did actually execute?
Let's see how this one performs.
I like
If you are
this 'cause
green
it's-
for the day, as most of you are, do not take it. Just stay free with me,
Shoot.
I'm not trying to sound like a dick.
as we still have much of a buy side liquidity left up here.
Oh crap.
So 50-50 scenario, folks, here. 50-50
Dang it. Did I take it too early?
buy side liquidity up here, sell side liquidity down here,
Crap.
and the fair value gap already failed.
Crap. I might get out of break even here if you don't. Come on.
So mean threshold of the breaker.
Oh no, it's got a BPR.
Let's see how price closes a candle's body inside here. If price is closing its body below it, we can still go lower, but if it's doing it above, then we have a possibility of
Come on, close below for me.
seeing higher prices. So this is our order
Shit.
block.
Just another day at the office.
Last
Wow.
line of defense is up here, this order block. We hit this order block.
Dang it. BPR created. Okay, I'm gonna get out as soon as we. Not seeing strong delivery here.
I'm scared to make a feedback for it.
Oh my gosh, no.
Wanna see price going below this fair value gap now, and that way we'll have a confirmed order flow that price wanna trend lower.
Crap. I'm getting out. I'm nervous. I'm nervous and stomach
We
stricken.
generated more buy side liquidity up
Let's
here.
see if we have a inverse
Right,
going
look at
here.
that trend, equal high, equal high, equal high.
Don't like this.
So again, not a
see
good
this
scenario to
inverse.
take a trade, but to tape read it is. Yes, let's do
Yeah,
it.
I think I'm going
We'll
to.
tape read this setup.
And I think I'm going to. That's good. No. No. Too many. Yeah. I need this BPR to fail. Come on, fail for me. Yep.
They're just so fun to me.
Okay, come on, fail for me. 35. What happened?
Where'd the stop loss be for this play?
Perfect. There we go. Okay, come on.
Stop loss be either it goes below or
Come on. Hit it. I got that.
You also have a SMT up
Order
here.
fizzled.
This is what I saw just now.
it stopped out.
Yes,
Uh-oh.
perfect.
So SMT as well,
Perfect.
coming right here.
Waited that out. That got me nervous. Oh, nice.
SMT.
Yes. Okay, let's see what we can make here. Let's see if this becomes a breaker. This is all delivering from this higher type of PD raise. And
You take a partial down here at this level if you are in this trade.
all right, I'm green for the day. Praise God. But I need to make a lot more. Okay, so what am I doing here? Let's
And
look at
right now, I mean, I don't really have a bias. I'm just kind of watching.
break-even trade. Let's see, the 5-minute SIBI's right here.
You really think I'd be watching the chart right now if I was not straight?
So that's a 5-minute SIBI or BISI. Maybe we'll reach there. Let's see how we react when we get to that BISI. I think that's where we're going.
So this was our high probability inversion.
If we
What is the meaning? Who can tell me the meaning behind this setup right here?
oh yeah, that's what I like to see. That's what I like to see. That's what I like to see.
OB.
So look at that. When the reversal happened, I've been preaching like a church father right here that I told you guys that reversal can happen at 1050. It's a high probability reversal macro. All we have to do, if it's not happening at 1020, then it will happen at 1050, and it happened. Price can still continue going higher, but this is what was our target, 1050 to 1110. And there was a person who asked me the question about this inversion, Zen Master. Now, do you see why this inversion was important?
So another loss, another winner.
Now, this is the live proof of how you can use a inversion, how you can use a fair value gap from higher time frame even before it turns into an inversion. On lower time frame, it will give you that small move. Okay, that's all we need. That's all we need. This is the trade we need, 2R. And yeah, but on higher time frame it can still continue going higher, but on lower time frame it will give us this small delivery, and that's all that we care for. So 1050 to 1110. So how many trades we outlined today, folks? Can anyone tell me who is watching from the beginning? How many trades we
let's see how we
outlined
react.
today like this?
Let's see how we react in this 5-minute
So this was
BISI.
our
I
1050
want to see
delivery.
it fail.
Does everyone understand how you can use this for the bias now?
And
Why am I using this for the bias? Why am I not using like the 5-minute here? Why am I not using the 5-minute?
No, the very good trade is 2R, Nawaf.
okay, I want to see this 1-minute inverse.
4R is good. We get it sometime, but we target for 2R.
I do not want to give.
That way we'll
I
win
want to
more
realize these profits, but I also want to be patient.
on 2R without the
And
inversion.
I'm wondering if I should just exit here and exit with 600 and something bucks.
Yeah, breaker inside a higher time frame and all that good stuff.
I think we just might do a retracement to 50%. Let's see here. Okay, 50% is about at this inverse.
Again, this was so I'm just gonna review this trade. This is our
I
negative
think
2
I'm gonna
standard
exit and just
deviation,
take my
right?
partials.
And we also
This is a breaker now. Actually, this is becoming a
had
breaker.
negative the midway of the regular trading hour gap. So it's not only one.
That's become a breaker. I'm gonna
So
see this
negative.
breaker be
You
respected.
guys see that?
Quiet.
If you measure the gap from this candle high all the way up here, midway will come here. The whole regular trading hour gaps midway
Quiet.
will come here. Inversion, the daily fair value gap.
Okay, come on, let's see this
Small
breaker
fluctuation. Now price
hold.
can still continue to go higher.
And I
We
want to
still
see
have
it
targets.
hit the
Look at that,
50%
we
mark.
generated equal highs. But
Quiet, Mosey.
it is possible for us to
Quiet.
get a trade like this. Awesome analysis. I tuned off your volume and did my own analysis and it matched yours. Thank
Kind of
you.
in between this breaker and this 5-minute BISI.
So there's no
let's
one
see
who
what
has
is
been
stronger.
watching since the beginning of our stream.
Quiet.
How many trades we outlined? We outlined one. Then
no.
we outlined.
No. Come on. Respect it. Respect the breaker.
Yeah, let me see.
We have a candle closing above the CE of this breaker. I'm out.
Market from here.
Mosey, quiet. You're fine.
Do you guys remember from this inversion with this order block?
Let's look at the 30-second.
So one, then we had a turtle soup here. Two, then we outlined. This is the third one. Fourth one with the breaker at 9:30. There was a fifth trade up here.
30-second inverse.
And this is the sixth. So we outlined like six trade.
Quiet, Mosey.
One loss.
Gosh dang it!
One partial with break even.
Partial.
So I believe our win rate is 60 to 70% for the day, right? We outlined 6. So yeah, I think our win rate is good. 60 to 70% is what we target. If I continue to do it like this, I believe still at the end of the day our win rate will remain
There we
same.
go. That's
So
what I want to see.
I hope you guys understood that it doesn't matter if you're taking 2 losses
at this
in a row,
break.
3 less losses in a row. At the end of the day, if you are following the system like this, you will have beautiful trades that will cover your losses, plus it will put you back in the profit.
Quiet.
There will be days when you will
fine.
see, okay, we are not taking even any losses. 4 trades in a row winning. So those best days are going to be covering our losses that with the small losses that we take.
No.
And even we manage our setups very aggressively. In this trade, do you guys remember we had our stop loss at break even?
Come on.
In this breaker, we took one.
Nope. Okay.
Then price gave us a partial, then came to the break even. So we took a partial.
Okay, I'm
that means
closing
what?
this
We
out
added
as
more
soon
money into our
as
account. Then we got a full.
I'm gonna say reject and respect this breaker.
So I'm gonna catch the people who are inside every day trading session tomorrow. If you guys wanna learn, continuously learn and gain more value, like look at that. I've been calling price here, all the way down here, and it's not like I'm doing it on hindsight.
Come on, breaker, hold.
So I hope to
hold
see you guys
give me
there.
Some more.
If you are
give me
not
some
there,
more. Give me some more.
join as soon as possible. And till then, folks, take
Dang
care.
it.
Good luck, good trading, and peace.
Yeah, I don't like that candle. No.
Modification rejected.
Gosh dang it. No.
Order
Stop
cancelled.
Dang it. Had profits of like $700 on here. This is 140. Ay, dang it. This BISI was too strong. 5-minute BISI was too strong. I should have taken a partial once we hit the BISI. Not enough momentum to bring us down lower. I thought we would hit 50% and we did not. 50% of this range, we didn't. It's an OTE, that's actually a good entry. Let's see here, let's see if this says breaker no longer respected. Well, We also have equal highs up here. We also have a lot of confluence of daily.
Again, I'm super light in this. If I lose, I'm still good Monday, so it doesn't really matter if I lose a small.
Too short? No.
What do I do now?
CL's looking good. 336. I have about 200 and something in profit. I need to be like 10 times that.
Real talk, we do not do this much.
Yeah, that 5-minute BISI was too strong. It just held. And
9-7 minutes. And since there's not really an internal high here to move south break even, it's gonna have to be here. It's gonna have to be above that internal high, which is still fine. This is inverse, if this is inverse, it's fine. SOL. If you want to be really safe, wait till this moment inverses. Like extra safe.
so I'm bearish. I'm thinking this red OTE. And it could be potentially
Flip it in here.
an LTE entry, but we have this big BISI down here.
Let's go.
So
Crude.
that would not work.
About to beat the first TP.
Let's go crude oil. Crude oil doing good. Okay, next time I can trade on regular crude, not micros. It's yeah, once you clear all this with the 5-minute, and I'm gonna move my stop to break even. And
Okay, so there's the crude first TP right there. Just one more target. Oh, market is not one of those.
Order cancelled.
all right, nice. Got one there. Let's do another one here, maybe.
CL's about to hit the TP. Dude, I don't even care about this trade. DL's on top right now.
Just gonna create a big breaker out of this.
Let's go, free trade. Okay, free trade there. We'll do 2 here.
Order cancelled.
Got it. Who's that? So this will be 30 points of hits. If this this hits, I'll be up 50 points of the day. If it doesn't hit, let's go, bang! Dude, I don't even care about NQ right now. Let's go. We alerted a CL play right here. I never take CL. Yo, type 1 if you guys took that. CL. Let's go. Not a lot of people trade CL, by the way. Alright, super nice CL play. Good job if you held.
Nice. CL's looking good.
I don't even care what happens now. MQ. I'm gonna get off stream once this hits. I really just only care about CL there. Alright, break even trade. So, gonna be finishing 1 for 1 in the day. I'm not even gonna count CL because I didn't execute the screen. I'm only counting it if I execute the screen.
Baker still being respected. This might reverse. What we got?
So, yeah, I think that's gonna be it. Let me go over the feedback real quick.
Nice. CL was a great play. I think $63 in commissions, $400 up, $400. Let's see here. Open my profits. Quiet. Who's that? Was that Jose? Or who was that?
Jose.
Cool. So he's actually doing it, or would he be
I was
hiring up?
asking for a quote. He said that the other weed things, like the small weed things near the bushes and the shrubs, you can just use Roundup and just kill the weeds, because even if they were to pull it out, it wouldn't look good because it would still be there. We would need to kill it. And we can just do that ourselves. And he said I wouldn't even charge you for that because it's just, you could just do it yourself.
Mm-hmm.
But then the one in the entryway where the rose bushes are, where like the weeds are mixing with the rose bushes already, he said that it's better. It's hard to just pick out the weeds because they'll just regrow. And the way that they did the bed of the soil, probably they didn't put enough fabric.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why the weeds are growing together with the rose bush.
Yeah.
So he said the best thing to do is to just uproot the whole thing and then see what's underneath there and see if there's enough fabric, or you need to like add fabric and then cover it with box again, or we could plant something else inside its place. But he's gonna give us a quote of what it's gonna be like to uproot everything and remove the 3 rose bushes in front. Pretty much.
Cool.
That's a big job to remove all of that. You can't just like cut it down. You need to like root it out.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And then he said there's weed and feed that we can do on the grass where it kills the weeds and it feeds the grass. So we could do a weed and feed for our lawn so that it grows back.
Oh, okay.
But then it's just an experiment. You don't know if it's enough. If the weeds are like choking the grass, right? If there's even any grass left.
Oh, yeah.
We'll need to, I think we'll need to probably reseed too. I need to get like a professional landscaper. He's more like upkeep, so he does lawn mowing, things like that. But he has like a guy that's an actual landscaper that can design your landscape and stuff. Has like a 3D models to show you what it looks like. All of that.
Cool.
Someone that knows grass, how to fix grass.
Yeah, that would be nice. Deep in premium. Let's see if we gotta push up past all this. All right, well, is this streaming?
Good inverse or not? If I didn't say anything, how does that help you? Like, I'm gonna say something because people are probably wondering, like, is this a good one inverse? And I'm gonna say, based off my experience, whether I think it's a good inverse or not. And I may not execute it, you may not see me execute it, but when I execute it, I will. Again, if you're in the short, good job. Looks like our break-even stop is gonna save us, or it did save us actually. This is a 3-minute inverse. So really nice trade there if you're getting out. And now this is a short sell. You are still not giving what grade.
Outside the macro time.
I like calling people signal bots. I'm trying to clear my Discord server of them. So I'm just doing what I think's best for my business I'm running. I don't want a bunch of people getting mad at me not taking plays anymore. Yes, 100%. 100%. If you don't
Okay,
understand management,
I'm up to my 4 trades for the day. I should stop, but I really want to hit 2,000.
okay, thank you.
That's what I really want to hit for the day.
Pretty good to
Chop
flip
around.
immediate. Yeah, exactly. The best advice I've ever gotten from someone is like this random person DM'd me one time. They're like, I didn't realize how good of a trader you were until I saw how quick you could flip your bias. Like that's ever since I said that, there's actually a girl who told me this once, and it's just stuck with me. And I'm like, yeah. I mean, it's you have to. You can't not switch your bias if you see something differently than what they're trying to tell you. So it's always stuck with me, and I still do it to this day. You have to be quick to kind of play away.
This is still an OT entry, but we got a 5-minute biscuit right
A lot of
here.
you, how many of you were surprised when I'm like, yeah, I'm taking this long? How many of you were surprised? Because like it was just like a quick thing. Some of you are probably like, oh wow, I wasn't expecting that. Like, and it just comes out of nowhere sometimes, and I'm like, yeah, I'm long this, and it's just you hear it in my voice, like it's like the light bulb in my head. Like half of you probably like would not even. I mean, yeah. So just it comes quick sometimes. Some of these plays are very
Just
quick.
chopping around right now. I'm not even gonna do anything.
I don't know if I'm gonna take this until I see this candle. And immediately when I see this, I'm like, yeah, I'm on
Okay,
this.
so I am. What am I
You know,
gonna do
like
here?
I sometimes bend your rules. I bend my rules because I have experience. If you're new, then don't bend them. But if I have conviction going somewhere, I will bend my rules a little bit. And I'll have to eat the L if I take it. For example,
I don't like this. I don't like this setup because we're in between these two
I know. And
major PD arrays.
again, when I took the train today,
We're in between these two PD arrays. We have trendline created here, trendline created here. We have the BISI, we have these breaker, and all these higher time frame PD arrays that I'm not a fan of. We're just kind of bouncing between the two. No clear direction. And honestly, probably what's going to happen up until lunch. And I'm expecting either I'd like to see us come down to 50% and then come back up, or see what CL's doing. We're at CL. ES. ES is bouncing up. Let's see, daily OB. 15-minute. And just chop it around. For our invalid day opening gap. Nice, look at that MCR. I should have taken that first play, man. I should have. There's this small little profit, but I should have waited. Oh, not right there. This one's $4 play. I should have just kept on, held on to that, but there's two back and forth, so I just did what I saw at the moment. Let's do 5 minutes. And yep, I think we are going for. I think we're going for it. We'll see. I'm just gonna hold on to it, let it ride. Hope this 5 minute becomes an OB. This all becomes a. Let's just pull it up here. Okay, so this would become a breaker. Let's do 15 minutes. This would become the breaker right here. 15-minute breaker. Set this. Boom. $15-minute breaker. Okay, so that's a good sign. And then, let's see here, this would become, this swept. And this swept here, so this would become the 5 minute breaker. Swept these lows. 5 minute breaker right here. Boom. Okay. 2-minute breaker. I'll just. Nice. I like that. I'm waiting for that 5-minute to create an order block off that 5-minute. Yep. Perfect. 5-minute order block. Hopefully it's respected. And we hit this. I'm just going to hold on to it till we hit this new day opening gap and fill it and take buy side. So I'm going to free trade. I will put my stop below this breaker and this 5-minute BISI. This is a 5-minute inversion. Here's a 5-minute inversion right here. Yeah, this is a great 5-minute version. 15-minute BISI, breaker. And yeah, that's good. Price is holding it up. Just keep it on the 5-minute. 15. Let's look left here. Let's see. Let's look at standard deviation. Let's look at that. Okay. Okay. I'm hitting around 253. Let's see here. Okay, we got standard deviation here. Then we got standard. This looks really like here. That would be one. That big one. Boom, big. Yeah, let's see if that lands exactly with 1 standard deviation from this leg. And yeah, let's see if we can hit it. Looks like we're just kind of stalling. Order block, injection block. Kind of at negative 2.5. We're closing above it, which is good. So that means we should go up to 4. This is negative 2.5 up here. So maybe this is new log. Maybe I should take my TP here, which is negative 2.5 and 3. I think we're gonna fill this and hit. I think I'm missing the TP here instead. $2.51, $2.54, somewhere around there. The swing high there, and also swing high here at 78.14. It's probably the safest entry. Yep, I'll just hold it. See what we do, and see if we can make like $100. Okay. So it's looking good. Okay, now time to journal my trades. All right, I'm done recording for the day. Gonna take a break until maybe PM session. And yeah, decent day. That first trade was terrible. I think I'm just gonna stay away from 9:30 executions. Just trade it on micros because it's too risky. And do those plays on micros because it's too risky, and I'd rather take stuff that I'm more comfortable with. Soups I can't do, only on macros if I do a soup. And yep, that's it. And we are just ranging between these two levels. Let's see what lunch brings. We've already taken sell side objective for the day, previous day low, so I think we might just arrange, and I might open up a, what's VIX at? I might open a calendar. What are we at, VIX? What are we at? 14. Yeah, so anyway, ooh, nice huge gap. So I mean we're definitely headed down. Might take a swing play on a calendar on SPX. I don't know. Nah, I'm just gonna leave it there. Just gonna stick with NQ and ES. Okay, done with the stream. Not stream, but done with the recording. It's a big one.